Beneath the sunlit surface of the ocean lies a world of perpetual darkness, extreme pressure and frigid temperatures, a realm so hostile that only the most extraordinary creatures can survive. This is the deep sea, an environment stretching thousands of meters below the surface, where life has evolved in ways that defy imagination. Among the most fascinating inhabitants of this alien world are deep-sea fish, enigmatic creatures that have adapted to thrive in one of the most extreme ecosystems on Earth. Unlike their shallow water relatives, deep-sea fish must navigate a world where food is scarce, predators lurk in the darkness, and the crushing weight of the ocean above threatens to collapse them. Yet, through millions of years of evolution, they have developed remarkable survival strategies. From bioluminescent lures that attract unsuspecting prey to enormous expandable jaws that allow them to swallow food much larger than themselves, these fish showcase nature's incredible ingenuity. Some have evolved transparent bodies to avoid detection, while others rely on specialized sensory organs to detect even the faintest movement in the blackness around them. Despite their isolation in the ocean's depths, deep-sea fish are not immune to human influence. Deep-sea trawling, climate change and pollution are beginning to affect these mysterious creatures, even in their hidden abyss. Yet much about them remains unknown, as their extreme habitat makes scientific study challenging. Every deep-sea expedition brings new discoveries, revealing species never seen before and unlocking secrets about life in one of the most unexplored regions of our planet. As we dive into the world of deep-sea fish, we will uncover their incredible adaptations, explore their roles in the ocean's ecosystem, and examine the threats they face. These creatures are not just survivors of the deep. They are key to understanding the hidden depths of our planet's last great frontier. Surviving in the deep sea requires extraordinary adaptations, as this realm presents some of the most extreme conditions found on Earth. With no sunlight penetrating beyond 200 meters, deep-sea fish live in a world of permanent darkness, where temperatures can drop close to freezing, and water pressure can be hundreds of times greater than at the surface. Yet, these remarkable creatures have evolved in ways that allow them not only to survive, but to thrive in this harsh environment. One of the most significant challenges of the deep sea is the immense pressure. At depths of 1,000 meters or more, the weight of the water above exerts an enormous force, enough to crush most surface-dwelling organisms. Deep-sea fish have evolved flexible, gelatinous bodies with minimal skeletal structure, allowing them to withstand this pressure without being crushed. Instead of gas-filled swim bladders, which would be easily compressed at these depths, many species rely on specialized lipids or a more buoyant body composition to maintain neutral buoyancy and move effortlessly through the water. Another key adaptation is enhanced vision and sensory perception. While no sunlight reaches these depths, many deep-sea fish have evolved large, highly sensitive eyes that can detect even the faintest traces of bioluminescent light. Some, like the barrel-eye fish, have specialized tubular eyes that can rotate within their transparent heads, allowing them to scan for both prey and predators. Others, like certain species of lanternfish, have adapted to rely more on their lateral line system, a network of pressure-sensitive cells that detect vibrations and movements in the water. Bioluminescence plays a crucial role in the lives of deep-sea fish. Many species produce their own light through chemical reactions in specialized organs called photophores. This adaptation serves multiple purposes. It can attract prey, confuse predators, or help fish communicate in the darkness. Some, like the anglerfish, use glowing lures to draw in unsuspecting victims, while others, such as the hatchetfish, use counter-illumination, emitting light from their undersides to blend in with the faint glow from above, making them nearly invisible to predators below. Because food is scarce in the deep sea, Feeding adaptations are also crucial for survival. Many deep-sea fish have developed large, expandable mouths and stomachs that allow them to consume prey much larger than themselves. The gulper eel, for example, can unhinge its jaw and swallow enormous meals in a single gulp, ensuring it has enough sustenance to survive long periods without food. Other species, like the fang-tooth fish, have evolved dagger-like teeth that prevent struggling prey from escaping once caught. Reproduction is another challenge in the deep ocean, where finding a mate can be difficult due to the vast distances between individuals. Some species have developed unusual mating strategies, such as the parasitic reproduction seen in anglerfish, where the much smaller male fuses permanently to the female, ensuring he can fertilize her eggs whenever she is ready to spawn. Other deep-sea fish release vast quantities of eggs into the water, relying on chance and ocean currents to bring them together with potential mates. These remarkable adaptations showcase the resilience and ingenuity of life in the deep sea. Every feature, from bioluminescent lures to pressure-resistant bodies, is a testament to the power of evolution in shaping organisms to thrive in even the most unforgiving environments. Though hidden from human eyes, deep-sea fish continue to evolve in ways that allow them to dominate the darkness, proving that life can flourish even in the most extreme corners of our planet. The deep sea is home to some of the most bizarre and fascinating fish on Earth. These creatures have evolved incredible adaptations that allow them to survive in the pitch-black, high-pressure environment of the ocean depths. From monstrous predators with terrifying teeth to ghostly, transparent species that drift through the abyss, deep-sea fish showcase nature's strangest and most extreme designs. One of the most well-known deep-sea fish is the anglerfish, a creature famous for its bioluminescent lure. Female anglerfish possess a glowing appendage that dangles from their heads, which they use to attract prey in the darkness. Their enormous gaping mouths and needle-like teeth allow them to swallow fish nearly as large as themselves. In some species, the much smaller male fuses permanently to the female, serving as a lifelong reproductive parasite. This unusual mating strategy ensures that in the vast emptiness of the deep sea, the female always has access to a mate. Another terrifying predator is the gulper eel, a fish with an enormous expandable mouth that allows it to consume prey far larger than its body size. Unlike typical eels, gulper eels have a long, whip-like tail that ends in a glowing bioluminescent bulb, which they use to lure in unsuspecting prey. When food is scarce, the gulper eel's elastic stomach allows it to survive on whatever it can catch, no matter how large or small. The fang-tooth fish is another deep-sea nightmare, equipped with some of the largest teeth in proportion to its body size of any fish in the ocean. These dagger-like teeth are so large that the fang-tooth must have special grooves in its skull to accommodate them when it closes its mouth. Despite its monstrous appearance, the fang-tooth is actually a relatively small fish, rarely growing more than 6 inches long. It relies on its exceptional sense of smell and vibration detection to hunt in the darkness, striking quickly at anything that moves. One of the most unusual deep-sea fish is the barrel-eye fish, which has a completely transparent head. This strange adaptation allows it to see through its own body, giving it an incredibly wide field of vision. Its tube-shaped eyes, encased in a clear fluid-filled dome, can rotate to look straight up or forward, helping it detect faint traces of bioluminescence from potential prey or predators above. This remarkable ability makes the barrel eye one of the most visually unique fish in the deep ocean. The hatchetfish is another deep-sea marvel, named for its thin, metallic body that resembles a hatchet. This fish is an expert in counter-illumination, a form of camouflage where it produces light from its underside to match the dim glow of the water above. This trick helps it blend in and avoid predators lurking below. Unlike many deep-sea fish, Hatchetfish migrate vertically, rising closer to the surface at night to feed before returning to the depths during the day. Deep-sea fish come in all shapes and sizes, each uniquely adapted to its environment. Some, like the dragonfish, have glowing red lights that help them see prey without being detected, while others, like the ghostly tripod fish, rest on the sea floor using long, thin fins like stilts, waiting patiently for food to drift by. Each species plays a vital role in the deep-sea ecosystem, contributing to the complex and mysterious world hidden beneath the ocean's surface. Though they may seem alien, these extraordinary creatures are essential to the balance of deep-sea life. Their unique adaptations are not just survival mechanisms, but examples of nature's ability to innovate under the most extreme conditions. As exploration of the deep ocean continues, scientists are constantly discovering new species, proving that the abyss still holds countless secrets waiting to be uncovered. In the perpetual darkness of the deep sea, where sunlight cannot reach, survival depends on more than just strength or speed. Many deep-sea fish rely on bioluminescence and camouflage, two of the most extraordinary evolutionary adaptations, to hunt, evade predators, and communicate in the black abyss. These adaptations not only help them navigate their shadowy world, but also reveal the fascinating ways life has evolved to thrive in extreme conditions. Bioluminescence, the ability to produce light through chemical reactions, is one of the most common and essential survival tools in the deep sea. More than 75% of deep-sea creatures, including fish, squid and jellyfish, possess this ability. The light is generated by photophores, specialized organs that contain bioluminescent bacteria or chemical compounds that produce light when mixed. Unlike the blue-green glow seen in many shallow-water bioluminescent creatures, deep-sea fish can emit red, blue or even infrared light, allowing them to see without being seen by most of their prey. Many predators, such as the dragonfish, use bioluminescent lures to attract prey. The anglerfish is one of the most famous examples, with a glowing appendage on its forehead that mimics the movements of small fish or crustaceans. Unsuspecting prey, drawn to the light in the otherwise pitch-black waters, swim too close and are swallowed in an instant. The gulper eel, another deep-sea predator, has a bioluminescent tail that it waves like a worm to entice prey. Some deep-sea species, like the loose-jaw dragonfish, use bioluminescent signals to communicate with others of their kind, whether for mating or territorial displays. While some fish use bioluminescence to attract food, others use it to hide from predators. Many deep-sea fish, such as hatchetfish, employ a technique called counter-illumination, in which they emit a faint glow from their undersides that matches the minimal light filtering down from above. This clever trick makes them nearly invisible to predators looking up from below. Some species can even adjust the brightness of their bioluminescence, ensuring they remain camouflaged in different lighting conditions. Other fish take camouflage a step further, evolving nearly transparent or ultra-black skin to become nearly invisible. The barrel-eye fish, for example, has a completely transparent head, allowing it to see in multiple directions while remaining hidden from predators. Some deep-sea species have skin so dark that it absorbs over 99.5% of light, making them appear as moving shadows rather than recognizable shapes. This ultra-black skin helps them avoid detection by both predators and prey in an environment where even the faintest light can give away their position. Some species use bioluminescence as a defense mechanism, rather than for hunting or hiding. When threatened, deep-sea squid, like the firefly squid, release clouds of glowing ink to confuse predators, allowing them to escape. Other fish, such as the deep-sea flashlight fish, can suddenly switch off their bioluminescence, disappearing instantly into the darkness to evade predators. These adaptations showcase the ingenuity of evolution in one of Earth's harshest environments. Bioluminescence and camouflage are more than just survival strategies. They are proof of nature's endless creativity in the deep sea's eternal night. With each new expedition into the abyss, scientists discover more about these mysterious creatures, uncovering secrets that challenge our understanding of life's possibilities in the darkest corners of the planet. In the deep sea, where food is scarce and competition is fierce, survival depends on highly specialized feeding strategies. Unlike in shallower waters, where food sources are more abundant, deep-sea fish must adapt to long periods of starvation, unpredictable meals, and prey that is often just as well adapted to avoiding capture. To cope with these challenges, deep-sea predators have evolved unique hunting techniques, enormous jaws, expandable stomachs, and bioluminescent traps, allowing them to make the most of any available meal. One of the most extreme adaptations to food scarcity is the oversized mouth and expandable stomach, found in species like the gulper eel and black swallower. The gulper eel, also known as the pelican eel, has an enormous loose-hinged jaw that allows it to swallow prey much larger than itself. When food is available, it gulps down whatever it can, ensuring it has enough sustenance to survive long periods without eating. Similarly, the black swallower can engulf fish up to 10 times its own size, digesting its massive meals slowly over time. Some deep-sea predators rely on ambush tactics to catch their prey. The fang-toothed fish, for example, has some of the largest teeth in proportion to its body size, which help it grab and hold onto anything that gets too close. The anglerfish, one of the most iconic deep-sea hunters, uses a bioluminescent lure that dangles in front of its mouth, mimicking the movement of small prey. When an unsuspecting fish or shrimp is drawn toward the glowing light, the anglerfish snaps its jaws shut in an instant, ensuring a successful kill. Other species like dragonfish use a different trick. They have bioluminescent red lights on their bodies that help them see in a wavelength that most deep-sea animals cannot detect. This gives them a secret advantage, allowing them to spot prey in the darkness without being seen themselves. Some dragonfish also have long barbel-like appendages that detect movement in the water, helping them locate prey even when it is well hidden. Not all deep-sea fish are aggressive hunters. Some are filter feeders that rely on whatever drifts down from above. The tripod fish, for example, uses long, thin fins to stand motionless on the ocean floor, extending its sensitive pectoral fins into the current to catch tiny plankton and organic particles. This passive hunting strategy allows it to conserve energy while still getting the nutrients it needs. Scavengers, such as the ratfish and hagfish, play another important role in the deep-sea ecosystem. These creatures feed on the remains of dead animals, including whales, squid, and other fish that sink to the ocean floor. The hagfish, in particular, is famous for its ability to burrow into decaying carcasses, feeding on soft tissues while excreting thick mucus to deter potential predators. For deep-sea fish, eating is a matter of survival, and their unique adaptations reflect the harsh conditions they face. Reproducing in the deep sea presents one of the greatest challenges for survival. With vast distances between individuals, complete darkness, and limited energy resources, deep-sea fish have developed extraordinary reproductive strategies to ensure their species continue to thrive. From parasitic mating to mass egg dispersal, these adaptations reveal the incredible ways life has evolved to persist in the extreme conditions of the deep ocean. One of the most famous and bizarre reproductive adaptations is seen in anglerfish. In many species, the male is significantly smaller than the female and has only one purpose: finding a mate. Because encounters between individuals are rare, the male latches onto the female using his specialized teeth. Over time, he fuses permanently with her body, merging his circulatory system with hers and becoming a living sperm supply. This parasitic mating strategy ensures that whenever the female is ready to lay eggs, fertilization is guaranteed, eliminating the need for her to seek out a mate in the vast emptiness of the deep sea. Other deep-sea fish rely on bioluminescent signals or chemical cues to locate partners in the darkness. Species like the dragonfish and hatchetfish have specialized light-producing organs that emit flashes of light in specific patterns, allowing them to recognize members of their own species. Some fish also release pheromones, chemical signals that travel through the water to attract potential mates. These adaptations help increase the chances of reproduction despite the deep sea's low population density. A more common strategy among deep-sea fish is broadcast spawning, where males and females release massive quantities of eggs and sperm into the water. This method increases the likelihood that at least some of the eggs will be fertilized and successfully develop into larvae. The hatchetfish and lanternfish, for example, spawn in the mid-water column, relying on ocean currents to carry their offspring to more favorable environments. These species produce thousands of eggs at a time, compensating for the high mortality rate of their young. For some species, parental care plays a role in increasing offspring survival. The deep-sea octopus, for instance, is known to protect and tend to its eggs for years, ensuring they hatch successfully. In 2014, researchers discovered a deep-sea octopus off the coast of California that guarded her eggs for an astonishing 4.5 years, making it the longest known brooding period of any animal on Earth. This extreme level of parental investment highlights the importance of ensuring offspring survival in an environment where food is scarce and predators. Many deep-sea fish have slow growth rates and long lifespans, meaning they may only reproduce a few times in their lives. The Greenland shark, one of the longest living vertebrates on Earth, can live for over 400 years and does not reach sexual maturity until around 150 years of age. Such slow reproduction rates make some deep-sea species particularly vulnerable to threats like overfishing, as their populations take centuries to recover from declines. Reproduction in the deep ocean is a test of patience, resilience, and adaptation. Whether through fusion mating, bioluminescent signaling, mass spawning, or extended parental care, deep-sea fish have developed remarkable ways to pass on their genes in a world where encounters are rare and survival is never guaranteed. These strategies highlight the deep sea's incredible biodiversity and the lengths to which life will go to endure in the planet's most extreme environments. Despite their extreme adaptations and resilience, deep-sea fish face growing threats from human activity and environmental changes. For centuries, these creatures have existed in relative isolation, hidden in the depths of the ocean, untouched by the surface world. However, modern industrial practices, climate change and pollution are now posing significant risks to their survival. From deep-sea fishing and habitat destruction to climate-driven changes in ocean chemistry, these threats are altering the delicate balance of the deep-sea ecosystem in ways we are only beginning to understand. One of the most immediate dangers to deep-sea fish is overfishing. As shallow water fisheries become depleted, commercial fishing operations have expanded into deeper waters in search of new catches. Many deep-sea species, such as orange ruffy, grenadiers and deep-sea sharks, have become highly sought after for their meat, oil and liver extracts. However, these fish often have slow growth rates and long lifespans, meaning their populations take decades, if not centuries, to recover from overexploitation. The Greenland shark, for example, takes over 150 years to reach maturity, making it highly vulnerable to even small levels of fishing pressure. Unlike shallow water fish, deep-sea species do not reproduce quickly enough to sustain high levels of harvesting, leading to population crashes and potential extinction. Another major threat is bottom trawling, a destructive fishing method that drags massive weighted nets across the seafloor, indiscriminately catching everything in their path. This practice not only depletes fish populations, but also destroys fragile deep-sea habitats, including coral reefs and sponge beds that have existed for thousands of years. Once damaged, these ecosystems can take centuries to recover, if they recover at all. Bottom trawling also disturbs seafloor sediments, releasing stored carbon into the water column, which may contribute to ocean acidification and disrupt deep-sea food webs. Climate change is another growing concern for deep-sea life. Rising ocean temperatures affect oxygen levels and nutrient distribution, which in turn impact deep-sea food chains. Many deep-sea fish rely on the marine snow, a steady fall of organic debris from surface waters, as their primary food source. However, changes in ocean currents and temperature can reduce the availability of this essential nutrient supply, leading to starvation and population declines. Additionally, ocean acidification caused by increased carbon dioxide absorption threatens species with calcium-based structures, such as deep-sea corals and some plankton that form the foundation of the deep-sea food web. If these organisms decline, the entire ecosystem could collapse, affecting predators like deep-sea fish, squid and sharks. Pollution is also making its way into the deep sea, affecting fish in unexpected ways. Microplastics, toxic chemicals and heavy metals have been found in some of the most remote ocean trenches, showing that no part of the ocean is truly untouched by human activity. Studies have revealed that deep-sea fish ingest microplastics, which can accumulate in their bodies and potentially affect their health and reproduction. Industrial pollutants, including mercury and PCBs, have also been detected in deep-sea fish, raising concerns about how contamination could impact marine life and human consumers. As scientists continue to explore the deep ocean, they are discovering more about the incredible biodiversity that exists in this hidden world. However, without proper conservation efforts, many of these species could disappear before we even fully understand them. Efforts to regulate deep-sea fishing, create marine protected areas, and reduce pollution are crucial to ensuring the survival of these extraordinary creatures. By recognizing the importance of deep-sea ecosystems and taking action to protect them, we can help preserve one of Earth's most mysterious and vital environments for future generations. The deep sea remains one of the least explored and most mysterious places on Earth. Despite covering more than 60% of the planet's surface, much of its ecosystem remains unknown. However, advances in technology are allowing scientists to study deep-sea fish and their habitats in greater detail than ever before. From remotely operated vehicles, ROVs, to deep-diving submersibles, modern exploration is uncovering new species, unknown behaviors, and critical ecological relationships that could reshape our understanding of life in extreme environments. But as scientific discoveries increase, so do the challenges of conserving these fragile ecosystems. One of the biggest breakthroughs in deep-sea research is the use of autonomous underwater vehicles, AUVs, and ROVs, which can dive thousands of meters below the surface and record high-definition footage of deep-sea life. These robotic explorers are revealing new species at an astonishing rate. In recent years, scientists have discovered gelatinous octopuses, ghostly white deep-sea sharks, and bizarre fish with transparent heads, proving that the deep ocean still holds countless secrets. Advances in genetic sequencing are also helping scientists classify new species and understand how deep-sea fish evolved to survive in such harsh conditions. Another promising area of research involves bioprospecting, the search for biological compounds that could lead to new medicines, industrial materials, or even sustainable energy sources. Many deep-sea organisms produce unique enzymes and proteins that allow them to thrive in high-pressure, low-temperature environments. These compounds have potential applications in cancer treatments, antibiotics, and biofuels. However, this growing interest in deep-sea resources also raises ethical concerns about deep-sea mining, which threatens to disrupt fragile ecosystems before we fully understand them. To protect deep-sea biodiversity, conservation efforts must keep pace with scientific discoveries. Several organizations and governments are working to establish marine protected areas, MPAs, in deep-sea regions, restricting activities like bottom trawling and mining in sensitive habitats. Some countries have implemented fishing bans on vulnerable species, such as the orange, roughy and deep-sea sharks, to prevent overexploitation. However, because deep-sea ecosystems are interconnected across international waters, global cooperation is essential for effective conservation. Public awareness and engagement also play a critical role in the future of deep-sea conservation. Documentaries, research publications and social media campaigns are helping people understand the importance of deep-sea life and the threats it faces. The more we learn about these incredible creatures, the stronger the case becomes for their protection. The deep sea represents the final frontier of Earth's exploration. With each new discovery, we gain valuable insights into the origins of life, the potential for extraterrestrial habitats, and the resilience of nature in the most extreme environments. However, if human activities continue to threaten this hidden world, we risk losing species before we even know they exist. By advancing sustainable research, responsible conservation and global cooperation, we can ensure that the wonders of the deep sea endure for future generations to explore and appreciate. The deep sea is a realm of mystery, adaptation and survival, home to some of the most bizarre and fascinating creatures on Earth. From bioluminescent predators and gelatinous scavengers to ancient slow-growing fish, these species have evolved incredible adaptations to withstand the extreme pressures, freezing temperatures, and perpetual darkness of the ocean's abyss. Each discovery made in the deep sea challenges our understanding of life's limits and highlights the resilience of organisms in one of the harshest environments on the planet. However, as human activities expand into the deep ocean, the survival of these remarkable creatures is under increasing threat. Overfishing, bottom trawling, climate change and deep-sea mining are disrupting fragile ecosystems that have remained undisturbed for millions of years. With many deep-sea species growing and reproducing slowly, the damage caused by human interference could take centuries to repair, if recovery is even possible. Despite these challenges, scientific advancements and conservation efforts offer hope for the future. Cutting-edge technology is allowing researchers to explore and document deep-sea life at an unprecedented level, revealing new species, behaviors, and ecological relationships. Conservation initiatives such as marine protected areas and sustainable fishing regulations are crucial steps in preserving the deep-sea environment before irreversible damage occurs. The deep ocean remains one of Earth's last unexplored frontiers, a place of endless discovery and untapped potential. By fostering global awareness, scientific research and responsible environmental policies, we can protect this hidden world for future generations. The fate of deep-sea fish and the ecosystems they support depends on the choices we make today. Only through conservation, exploration and respect for these mysterious depths can we ensure that the deep sea continues to thrive as a vital part of our planet's biodiversity.